There goes Spock who did that.
Back over to...
Why am I dying?
Yeah, that's a good question. Okay, so where we last left off, there was a rumbling, there was a shaking, and things started falling apart on you guys.
A lot of shaking.
Unfortunately, one of the towers came down, knocked a Commander Shull unconscious.
Oh, great! Now we don't have our doctor anymore. How ironic.
Extremely ironic.
Let's try to make him at least comfortable. That way, he doesn't get mad at us when he wakes up.
Okay, let's draw a mustache on him.
So bad.
I was gonna say something else.
Yeah. Yes, Commander. That's a great commander.
Mm-hmm. What can I say? I am a blue-blooded Andorian.
And you probably put people's underwear in the freezer when they fell asleep first at slumber parties.
Amongst other things.
Okay, so after that last shake, and you guys have Commander Shull kind of resting on the side. He seems to be, he's in a safe place. You guys have kind of got him off to the side where he should be fine. Nothing else should fall on him. But after that shake, you notice that Zand starts looking a little bit on the anxious side. And Mike, he's looking at you again. Or Commander Max, he's looking at you with really wary eyes. And almost like he suspects that you caused that last one after working on the console.
It was not me. Okay.
Sorry.
I only can throw lightning from my hands, that's all. I can't bring down the earth. All right. So, what are we doing?
Okay, so you've now... Sorry, I've got to get down to this part. Okay, so you've identified the purpose of the room. Do you want me to go over that again?
Yes, please.
Okay, so the machinery was clearly built a long time ago, but the mysterious species that created it obviously monitored every aspect of the planet. Geological makeup, electromagnetic fields, and atmospheric conditions. Incredibly, it can also affect everything from weather control to affecting geological stability. The systems also show that the planet was sometime in its past moved from a different orbit to its current orbit, an event that would have required almost unimaginable power. The machinery appears to, at least in part, be able to compensate for stresses that resulted from this move. You also see some other purpose that is undecipherable to you guys. The crew, or you guys, the crew is able to determine, you're able to determine that the machinery is malfunctioning, but to be able to make repairs, you're going to have to figure out how to use the controls.
Don't we have like the universal translator hooked up to one of the computers to try to figure out their language?
And try and decipher it?
Yeah. Do we have that thing still running?
So to get that like really up and going for this particular event, you're gonna need to. It's gonna take a task.
Okay.
And we're gonna go with a reason plus engineering with a difficulty of 3.
Reason, engineering. That's 15. And a difficulty of 3.
Uh-huh.
And we only have 1 momentum.
This is correct. Now, you also have threat. Like, you can give me threat and you get extra dice.
You keep bringing that shit up. Can anyone assist me? Anyone have something that can help?
Let me me see
Let's
if
see.
Foz...
I have computers.
Okay, so that focus will give you... so that'll make your critical at 5.
5 and below. That helps.
Mhm.
Let's see. When you attempt a task to learn about an unfamiliar culture and trying to figure out alien language is I think falls into that. When interacting with members of such culture, you reduce the difficulty by 1. Oh, I'm not interacting with
Nope.
unless there's an AI in this system.
Not that you've found as of yet.
Damn it. Okay. And I already used my determination, didn't I?
Yes, you did. I believe you.
Okay.
Yep, you are zeroed out on determination.
Yeah, and you stole my veteran trait. Damn you.
That was a trade,
Yes,
if I
it was a
remember
trade.
correctly.
Trade steal. Can you guys help me? Doesn't have anything to.
So let's see. Foz has control plus engineering 11. So I don't know if you guys can give me a way that she's helping out. I would be. I would happily roll for her.
Foz is the
Trill.
Science geologist.
Yes.
Is she the does she have a symbiote?
She does have a symbiote.
Who's this?
This is Foz.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, but you do.
Oh, I do?
Yes. Yeah, you guys got in a little scuff before you headed down.
I do know.
Uh-huh.
I remember now. Okay.
Does Foz have any Foz symbiote have any experience with alien language translation
Nope. But even then, it would only make her critical success at 2.
Yeah, but having an extra roll would have still been helpful.
Well, again, if you can throw in like story-wise, like how she would help out.
Which is what I was trying to figure out, if she has anything that would help.
Oh, so one of her focuses is ancient history of the galaxy.
Oh, see, there we go. She can help. So, based on her experience with ancient history of the galaxy, she's likely to she might be able to notice certain patterns in the language.
Okay.
To kind of sort of say, although it's not the same, there's a correlation or some kind of relationship with this other species. You know what I mean?
Okay, so that would be more of a reason plus command.
For her.
For her.
Okay.
That would bump her success to a 13.
Okay. Woohoo. I think we got this.
Okay.
Okay, so she's gonna help me out.
Okay, so you're rolling 2 to get under 15.
Uh-huh.
And she's rolling 1 to get under 13.
I got 1.
Oh,
damn it.
So you can use a point of momentum or add a point of threat to get an extra die. Unless so I'm going to roll the assist. If she gets a 1, you're good. And actually, because of the way you described it, we're going to do the ancient history of the galaxy. I'm going to use that as her deal, but that still only brings her to a 2. So it needs to be a 1 or a 2. It is not. It is a success, but you need 1 more success. So momentum or threat?
How many threat?
It's only one threat per die. With momentum, it escalates. So 1 threat or 1 momentum for the first die, 2 momentum for the second die, 3 momentum for the third die.
I don't want to use the momentum, so sorry guys, I'm gonna go with threat
Okay. Go ahead
for another
and
die.
roll the assist. So it's just the 1d20. All right. Huzzah. So you're able to kind of get a handle on the controls. You've picked up enough of it where you're able to grab the critical systems that are failing. Like you think you're going to be able to do it. You understand what you have to do. Now, unfortunately, you have to do it, and it's going to take 3 people.
And there are 3 of us. Okay, we can do this. Wait, there's
No, you'll have Foz.
okay.
Foz will help you out. Okay, but as soon as you leave, as soon as your hands, like you've got that sense of relief. As soon as your hands come off of the keypad, hold on. Copy. You guys, as soon as you do that, Foz, or not Foz, Zand. Oh, where's everybody at? Okay, over there. You're at a console. Sorry, I'm on your next map. Putting you guys in places. And then I will bring over a random. There we go. That'll be that. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Okay, so that'll be Zan, that'll be Foz. Alright, so I'm going to move you guys to this map now. This is how the room's laid out. Ooh, I gotta zoom out. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, and you can see the room, how the room's laid out?
Yep.
Okay, good. Alright, so as soon as you lift your hands off the keypad in relief, that you kind of got it figured out, and you go to talk to Commander Thonir, Zand still looking suspicious at you the whole time, and you have another quake, and you hear one of the conduits from around the corner over here. From around the corner, you hear one of them bust open. And this is another quake that shakes you guys down to have to take a knee.
Okay. The room looks stable still?
Yes, the room is still quite stable.
All right.
And I think we had, yeah. So the Vulcan is Foz. Sorry, I had to grab a quick token.
She's having an identity crisis.
Right. Okay, so you guys all kind of shake and shimmy as you do.
Oh,
I like how Terry's just like, eh.
She's up on the surface. She don't care.
It's
that's
true.
hilarious.
Okay.
I take it I'm on the surface, just cooling off. I'm a little peeved. I'm peeved.
You're peeved that you're not down there with them.
Our cavern is kind of like sealed off too, so it's
Yes.
we're kind of stuck down here.
Okay, so
Is my shuttle there?
your shuttle is, yes, there are 2 shuttles up on the surface.
I'm gonna go make a BLT.
Okay. Nice. All right, so Zand looks at you again, Mike, and he dashes at you. He just runs headlong at you. Go ahead and this is going to be one of those check tasks. So difficulty 0, but without momentum or complication. You're going to do a fitness plus security check. You'll roll a 2d20. So you roll a task, and this is just you either make it or you don't. And you only need one success to make it.
That's 10. Can I use my cultural flexibility to remove to?
Nope. This is a check. He's hitting you. This is just whether or not you stay up. Okay, so you hold your ground enough, but it bumps you, like, because it caught you off surprise. Like, he shoulder checks into you, and because you're completely unaware, like not ready for it at all, he moves you off the console, but you are still able to hold your footing. And
the hell, bro!
I'm tired of waiting. You must have done that. So he starts fiddling at the controls. He looks over at Foz as he's typing on the keypad, and it looks like he has a solid idea of what he's doing. He looks over at Foz and says, "You said Starfleet would know what they were doing." She looks back at him with a pointed glare, and he enters in some commands. She looks over while she's doing it, and she mentions, "You confused..." Hold on. I actually had this spelled out. You mistranslated stabilize and secure. And he looks up at her with wide eyes. And at that moment... Oh, come on. Sorry. Thonir, while you're looking at the the situation, you're trying to make sure it doesn't go any further. You have an energy. I'm bumping people around. You have an energy blast split your antenna, like right over the top of your head, coming from
between the antenna, not a antenna.
Right, between the antenna. It didn't split an antenna off. It just was between the antenna.
Yeah, because that would be an incredibly painful experience, probably.
Oh, yes, it would.
Yeah. Okay.
And you see these
guys. Got a reverse mohawk.
As you look over to where the energy came from, you see these two droids. One of them has a little bit of smoke, kind of like after a pistol fire, coming out from its right side. Now these are they're stone balls. They're sanded down, and they have those circles and the hexagons configured all over them. And it's two circles. It's another circle. It's another sphere on top of it. And they roll around. The reason I chose BB-8 is because that's how they roll around. But the stone is sanded, but it's not polished by any means. So there's still little pits in it. You see little bits of sand grain. But it does not... if stone could look unhappy, these two
how tall
objects,
are they?
They're about 3 feet tall.
Okay. So if they wanted to charge one of us, they'd be able to knock us down.
Yes.
Okay. We should probably take defensive positions. And I don't know what the hell's going on anymore. I mean, Foz and Zan are... I want to... They're not. Are they even on our side anymore? So I'm like in a dangerous spot.
One would argue the most dangerous spot. So Zand runs over here, ducks behind cover, and then Foz takes cover over behind here. What do you guys want to do? You guys should be able to move your tokens.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where I want to hide because I just got shoulder checked by Zan, who obviously is not who he said he was, and Boz, I don't know who she is now either.
Hold on. Oh, come on.
Did Foz duck when Zan revealed himself to be?
No, but they were talking to each other like Zan or Foz knows what Zan is up to, and that they've been lying to us this whole time. So I'm gonna come over by Zan because I feel like
that's Foz. Foz is the
Foz.
Trill.
Yeah, I don't want to go by Zan.
Okay.
Yeah. I definitely cannot trust him, but I'm hoping Foz there's still a Starfleet officer, so
no, she is civilian.
Oh.
Ba, ba, ba.
She's a civilian scientist.
That's right.
You're a Starfleet officer, man.
All right. Well, I'll stay over here because at least the other guy isn't going to hit. Hopefully, this guy isn't going to hit me.
Okay. And then what are you going to do, Thonir?
I am going to reposition myself behind a console right here.
Okay.
So that I can have a little bit of cover while I figure out what the hell's going on. Because I just had a particle beam go right between my eyes. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right between the two antennae. These two.
Okay, so this drone is going to move here, this drone here. Actually, this drone here.
And they're taking up hostile positions?
They are taking up hostile positions.
All right. And we got weapons?
You do have your phasers.
All right. Well.
Who has initiative or
so more often than not in this game, you guys have to fire first. If you guys were to take one more turn of movement, I would have fired first.
Mm.
And
if you fire now, then it's then you guys have the you guys have the initiative.
They've already fired at us. These drones have already fired at us, so their mandate is to kill us or to incapacitate us in some manner. So let's go for it.
That's a pillar thing, right? Kind of like behind it and to the side.
Where are you at? Mouse click and hold. That is one of those tall towers that has the disc at the top with the electricity popping back and forth.
Okay, and these things are made out of stone, so
yes.
I'm already like computing the angles. Trying to because I don't think my phaser is going to do much. Although a phaser set on maximum can vaporize rock, so. But the question is, Thonir, do we want to destroy them or are we just looking to take them out?
I assume you're having this comm over your comm badge?
Yes. Can he hear me?
Mario, can you hear Mike?
I can hear him.
Okay. He's asking you.
Oh, yes, I can hear him. I can hear you.
No, he's asking you what you guys want to do.
Oh, tactical attack.
Are we attacking to disable or attacking to destroy?
Disable if possible. Right now, we're just trying to safeguard ourselves. So you know, it is disable or destroy, whichever you can do. You know, you can disable, great. Destroy is possible, but right now it's attack. Oh God, I've forgotten all my maneuvers. Frick.
Oh goodness, you're on the ground, so it's not that big.
Okay. Suppressing fire.
Okay. Wait, suppressing.
No, sorry. Take it out. Take him out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are going lethal.
They're drones, right? Not against the scientists, against the drones.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so who wants to shoot first?
We were fired on first. No, they've already fired on us.
Right. I'm talking between you two. Who wants to fire first?
Whose turn is it? I would say it's
yours.
Yeah, it's my turn.
Okay.
So,
which one are you gonna aim at?
I am gonna aim at the one that I have a clear shot at, which is this sucker right here.
Okay, so, yeah, you gotta hold and click. You gotta hold the left click. Okay, so you're aiming at that one.
Dude, it's BB-8.
Yeah.
It's BB-8 with a laser cannon.
Okay, so
Bastard.
this is gonna be a control plus security.
Sorry,
task with a difficulty of 2. You're not in reach. Okay, nobody else is within reach. Okay. So, that's that. So, you've got control plus security, difficulty of 2. If you succeed in this task, you will hit the target and you will roll challenge dice for damage.
All right. Is it what task is? Task plus 1?
No, just task.
Just task.
Uh-huh. What do we have? Sorry, my one's blocked. Okay,
3 plus 6, and
wow.
my what was it? What was it again?
Control plus security.
I had to beat
11.
11.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's a success. So you fire, and as you did, and you're aiming to destroy, correct?
Yes. Destroy or disable, whatever ceases the hostility.
Okay. Well, you need to decide what setting you're putting your phaser on.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Destroy.
Okay. Excuse me. All right, so now you roll. So you hit. You're able to get behind the console, kind of aim over the corner of it, and
Oh, there he is.
As easy as it is, or as if the target was within right in front of you, you hit him square center mass.
Bam.
Now you're gonna roll, because your phaser is you're gonna roll 6 challenge dice.
Mm-hmm.
4 damage. Holy okay. So
I think you just vaporized it. Cloud of smoke.
To borrow a phrase, how do you want to do this? How would you like to destroy? If you want to, cinematically describe how this thing.
Okay.
Poofs.
I level my phaser at it. I fire. The shot goes through, smacks it right smack dab in its paneling and goes into its power core. It explodes in a shower of sparks and smolders on the ground.
Okay. And that one is gone.
Yeah.
Okay. Mike, you have the next shot because
yeah. I don't know if anybody's ever played that Sega Genesis game, the Star Trek TNG Sega Genesis game. It was kind of like how when you destroy those bots and they become skeleton.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Those.
Okay. Dr. Foz is not armed. So, Mike, you're the next one.
Well, let's get him behind me then.
Well, yeah. Well, he's civilian, yeah.
Okay. She will
She. Sorry.
get behind you. There we go.
Okay. So I'm gonna be targeting this dude over here.
Okay.
Obviously. Control and security is 12, right? Is that what we're?
That is yours. Yeah, control plus security is your ranged attack.
Oh, snap.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Oh. Oh.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to burn a point of threat.
Damn you!
No, I needed to do that beforehand. I'm sorry. I was going to make it so that you're, that 19 would have been a complication, but I won't. All right, so you train your phaser onto the target, hit center mass, direct hit.
Okay.
So now you roll for type 2 phaser. It's 6 challenge dice for damage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you got a natural 1, right?
He did.
How does that work?
Well, that's 2 successes.
So the 19 doesn't count.
Yeah, so the 19 doesn't count.
Oh. Just like when you get a natural 20, you're screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what I was going to use my threat to do, is make the natural 20 and natural 19 or 20, but I should have done it before he fired. Okay, so you did 3 damage. 3 damage. So you hit it, it sparks, it spits, and it kind of rolls back a little bit. But it is still functioning.
Of course it is.
We're Starfleet officers. We know how to fire a phaser.
Okay, so he rolls over here.
Oh, your cover's evaporating.
And he takes a shot at you, Mike.
Duck.
His control plus security is 15.
Damn.
I mean, he's a robot, but it's a defense robot.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's what he is.
all right, he hits solid. His weapon is, because it's an older technology, it doesn't have as much zing to it. So you see as you're looking at it and seeing him roll into plain clear view, you have a moment to think before his energy blast of purple energy comes at you. And he does 1 damage, so you take 1 hit at 1 point of stress. Wow, your stress is only 8. So you take 1 point of stress, and your foot, your right foot, is a little tingly, like in a way that, like as if your foot had been asleep for a while, and as you kind of put weight on it, you determine you are not going to be able to push off on it at all and trust it.
All right. So,
okay, so now it is Dr. Foz's turn. She is going to run over and kind of cover Commander Saul. And Zand is actually going to stay put because he doesn't want to upset the balance of things. Seeing as how he does not have a laser weapon.
Laser.
And then that returns to you, Thonir.
Oh boy. All right. How far can I move? I can move pretty much anywhere, right?
No, you have a range of 4. Let's see, it's 5 squares. So
right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 would be right about there.
Would that put me in sight?
I'm gonna say yes. That would put you in sight, but it also leaves you wide out in the middle of the open.
are the consoles high or low?
Consoles are low. The only
So-
thing that is high are the towers on the side and that square thing in the middle.
But I get 2 moves, right?
No, you only get 1 move.
Not.
Well-
I mean, I get 2 actions. Sorry.
So you get a minor action, which is the move, and a
Mhm.
major and a task. So a major action. The
I
task
can-
would be the attack.
I can move and attack. Okay. So hit that spot again. All right. So right here, or right there, or right there.
Right there is fine.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I have line of sight. Okay, so I'm going to attack with my phaser.
Okay. Control plus security, and this is a task.
Indeed, it is.
What was your control plus security?
My control plus security was
11.
8 plus 11.
Okay, so you're still in a little bit of shock, and as you're kind of sliding down to take a knee to steady yourself and aim around the console, you aren't quite able to do it accurately enough, and the shot goes wide left.
Damn. But I provided some covering fire.
This is true. Okay, Mike, it is your move.
Save us, Mike. It's up to you now.
Okay, well, I can't move because of my
Your leg is all tingly.
You
So
can't push off.
Yeah, so I'm gonna drop prone.
Okay.
So I'm a smaller target. While prone, a character may reroll any number of covered dice, and increases the difficulty of all ranged attacks against him.
Okay, so the ranged attack. So if the drone is not right up in your grill, it's going to be a difficulty 3 to hit you.
Okay. And I can't do any more movement-related tasks. Okay.
Right.
All right. So now I am going to attack.
Shoot the Rakshasa.
Yes, I am going to shoot the thingy-majiggy.
Okay, your control plus security is
Those are 2
11
successes.
No, sorry,
12.
12. Okay, yes, you have 2 successes. So you so you drop down, knowing that you can't push off anymore. Your best shot is to get low. So you drop down low, and flat, prone up your arms so your elbows are on the ground, and aim forward. And go ahead and roll 6 challenge dice for your damage. 5. Okay. Again, how would you like to do this?
Ba, ba, ba.
What is that circle thing behind him? What is
Behind
this?
him, that's a tower.
That's a tower.
Any of the
Okay.
round circles are those towers.
Okay. I am going to fire at the side of that tower, shearing off a part of its structure, so it starts to lean, and then it starts to lean, and then it just falls right on top of it. Not destroying it, disabling it.
Okay.
That's what I want to do.
Okay, so when it comes down, so as it's coming down, it falls and it kind of hits it just in the sweet spot, and you see the 2 parts of the machine pull apart. They're now in different sections, and neither are now moving.
Okay.
The unfortunate thing is that a charge was going to that tower at that time, and the electricity ended up catching the wall and causing 2 of the console, so the console closest to it, to explode, and the console closest to you explode. No, you don't incur any damage. Like it didn't hit you. You're able to roll out of the way, easy enough. You just kind of do that shoulder roll, but it definitely renders that console useless.
Okay.
So now so there are no more security drones.
Meanwhile, I'm pissed off at the replicator because the bacon isn't crispy enough.
And you now have a pile,
Was me.
a huge pile of mess of old ancient mess around you.
We did that. That was the case already, except now it's smoldering.
Yes.
I hope we didn't need those consoles.
Speak for yourself. I have very good aim.
Maybe you should have thought of that before you try to play a little stunt with the environment.
Yeah, well, apparently so.
Would you like some cream with that?
Would you like some aloe vera with that burn?
Okay, so what do you guys want to
Ooh.
do? Mike, your foot has stopped tingling. You feel like it's
All right.
fine again.
I'm gonna get up and whoops. Who do I want to confront first? Probably the researcher.
I was gonna say the first thing you need to confront is poor circulation.
What?
I don't know. It was low hanging fruit.
Yeah, our doctor's unconscious, so
Yep.
it's gonna have to wait.
Well, no, and the tingling stopped. You're fine now.
Probably go to Foz, and I'm gonna ask him what the hell's going on.
Okay.
Her.
Foz is a she. Dr. Foz is a she.
Okay, ask her what the hell is going on.
What do you mean?
You're obviously you and Zan have not told us everything. In fact, it seems like he knows a whole hell of a lot more than you guys led us to believe in the first place.
How did we mislead? How did we mislead you? Or actually, how did I mislead you?
You're in on whatever scheme he's up to. It's obvious that he knows how to work this equipment, and you are in on it.
Scheme? And what do you mean in on it, sir? As if there's some plot.
I don't know. Is there?
What are you looking for? We're trying to save this planet.
Yeah, but how can we try to save this planet if you guys aren't telling us the truth, aren't telling us the whole story?
Well, that's awful.
For all we know-
That's awful high and mighty coming from Starfleet from another continent.
Can I just cold clock her?
You can.
Mike!
Are you serious? Like, do you want to knock her out?
No.
Oh,
No.
okay.
That's not very Starfleet of you.
I'm not feeling very Starfleet.
Well, wait.
There might be some consequences for that one.
That would be very Benjamin Sisko of you.
Yes, it would.
If it were Q.
Hugh is not the only one he's knocked on his ass.
Fair enough. Okay.
For some reason, I wish Fark was here. Shit. He'd keep me in line. Okay, so.
And at that moment, the cavern shakes again, heavy, and everybody's getting kind of used to this strength of quake, but still everybody ends up taking a knee to hold their balance.
Am I feeling these up above?
You are. They are shaking. They're shaking the surface area. They're not shaking as, like, you don't feel it as hard.
All right. I'm just gonna sit at my console with my substandard BLT, and I'm gonna do a little scanning.
Okay. Are you scanning for anything in particular?
Yeah, the tectonic plates to see what's going on.
Okay. So your scan shows that nothing more than you've not already seen. It looks like a natural earthquake.
Okay, dokie. I take another bite of my shitty BLT. Didn't even butter the bread. Stupid machine.
What?
Animals.
Okay, so Zan gets back to his feet and he's standing over the console right in front of him, and you see him start to enter in controls again.
I'm gonna pull my phaser. I'm gonna point it at him. I'm gonna ask him forcefully, "What are you doing?"
Okay, so you're over here. He's over here, so you're going to be aiming around Dr. Foz.
I'm gonna push Foz out of the way.
Okay. Foz jumps back and starts, "What do you think you're doing?"
What the hell is he doing?
"I'm trying to save us." "I'm trying to save this planet. Now, if you'd kindly put your phaser down, we can get back to work on this." He takes a look at Dr. Foz again. "You said they were a civilized people that didn't believe in combat." She looks back and shrugs. So yeah, the place is still in shambles, and you guys are still experiencing earthquakes.
This is not good.
So this is so are you guys wanting to get back to it, or what do you want to do?
We've got to figure out what's causing these quakes.
Well, you know what's causing the quakes.
Uh-huh.
You guys do. Terry doesn't. Rook doesn't.
Okay.
Rook thinks they're natural. It's the machine that's causing it. Like, it's falling apart. It's old. It's falling apart, and you guys are doing your part to help that along.
We're trying to fix the darn thing.
And a fine job you're doing. Fixing it like a dog's testicles.
Oh.
I
don't even know. I don't even know how to respond to that.
So you guys are, Mike understands the controls. Obviously, Zan does as well. There's reason to believe that Dr. Foz also has an inclination on what at least what the language is of on the consoles. And then Dr. Foz steps up to one of the other consoles. Mike, do you still have your phaser up?
I don't know anymore.
I figure once the threat is passed, we probably put them away.
Okay. So
I don't think the threat is passed. I still don't trust them. I don't know what they're doing and why they're doing it and why they've been lying to us this whole time.
Yeah, but you don't want to draw on somebody unless you're planning to shoot them.
I have not disqualified that as a possibility.
Really?
I'm thinking about taking Zan out and just and because
Yeah, take out the scientists. That'll help.
he
The indigenous people.
Stand down. Stand down, Lieutenant.
But sir,
Till we ascertain exactly what's going on, what would be a good idea is to put ourselves in a position where the situation is controlled.
reluctantly, I put away my phaser.
Now, just what the heck is going on here? What are you guys not telling us?
Whole hell of a lot, apparently.
That's a rather broad question, as Zan's hands are still flying over the controls.
Mind if I move over to him?
Right, go ahead.
It's not a combat action. I just want to talk to you.
Okay.
Yeah. Can you get this system up and running to protect the people above?
I believe so, with some help.
All right. Let's do it. But afterwards,
Commander, I protest.
Do you want all the people above to suffer from earthquake damage, all of those buildings, all the different continents, and the fact whatever's going down in the core of this planet is going to knock it out of orbit, probably.
Of
Seeing
course
as
not.
this is what put it in orbit in the first place.
But we do not know if what he's doing is actually helping or making this worse.
You are going to assist us in restoring this system. You're going to do it slowly. We are going to work every step of the way.
For a quick, who are you talking to?
The guy next to me.
Zand. Okay.
Yeah.
We don't have the option to work slowly. And if your your friend over there, now that he's put away his weapon, would like to help, it would go a lot quicker.
Chief, you're the one with the technical expertise. I want you to monitor what they're doing. If something smells off, we stop it right then and there. And then I turned to the guy and I said, "Is that understood?"
I considering we're down, Spod knows how deep into this planet. I sure don't know what's funny to you anymore.
No, this is an outer character laugh.
He whispers over to, or he kind of talks over to, or well, Foz pops in, says it would be nice if you would help. We're trying to fix this planet.
I move over to the other console.
Okay. All right. So, so now, so you understand the controls. Everybody that's at a console right now understands or has a basic thinks they have a basic understanding of the controls. You guys need to one, stop the flow of energy that is causing the disruption.
Mm-hmm.
The next thing is to reroute the energy or reroute the conduits or the energy pathway. Hold on. Reroute. And then re-energize the power.
Roger that. Take it down.
Okay. So, Mike, which part of it do you want to do?
What? I'm sorry. I'm sitting here fuming. What were they again?
So you need to close off the power to the damaged systems. Then you need to reroute the power around those damaged systems, and then you need to re-energize the power to get it to the necessary systems.
Well, I've got electroplasma power systems and fusion reactors, so I can probably handle any of them. So I'll give everyone else an opportunity to pick whatever they're better at.
Okay. So Zand is gonna go ahead and for his to turn off the power, it's control. No, it's reason plus engineering, which is 10 for him, with a difficulty of 2.
Nice.
So he's able to shut down the systems. You see half the room kind of go dark. But all the consoles are still lit. Well, that's the beginning. Would either of you like to start rerouting?
Did you want to go, Thonir?
What are we routing the power to?
So you're just routing it around to a critical junction, like to get the main planetary stabilizer back online.
Okay.
And Thonir, are you at a console?
I'm standing next to this gentleman, and obviously I'm not an engineer, but I'm here working with him and keeping an eye on him.
I would feel better if you just kept an eye on him. I'm willing to do all the work.
Okay,
well,
so
yeah.
you want to do the rerouting?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do the rerouting.
Okay, that's going to be reason plus engineering, but because it's foreign technology, it's going to be a difficulty of 4.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is the tough part.
Just remember to ask me if you need any technical advice.
And then I've got my focus, so will that help?
It won't help the difficulty. It'll make it easier to get criticals.
Well, that's what I want. We saw that one momentum, and we have no idea how difficult the next task is going to be. But you have some. Thonir has something that can help me with this.
I have a power called technical advice. That if I give technical advice, you can re-roll 1d20.
Okay.
I can also. What else can I do?
Assist another character by providing technical information.
Okay, so that would have to be an assist, but you can certainly. So that'll give you an assist roll. And what do you say? Like you're explaining something you've seen in a history book.
Yes.
Kind of thing? Okay.
Yeah. A system this ancient probably has a manual circuit breaker. It might be in that access panel there in the center.
Okay. All right. So Mike, so you'll have him as an assist. So Mario, you'll roll an assist roll after Mike rolls his original task. So you now have 3d20, and you get a reroll 1, but you need 4 successes.
Yeah. Should I give him more threat, or should I use the 1 momentum?
If you were to give me 2 threat, you would get 2 more dice.
Don't fall for it.
So no on threat. Okay, thoughts on the momentum then?
That's you guys.
I'm asking Thonir.
Yeah.
His thoughts on using the momentum.
Mario?
Yep.
Your thoughts on using the momentum.
Time to run that assist.
No.
Nope.
Can you hear Mike?
I didn't hear what he said. What?
Okay, he's asking for you on whether or not you guys want to use that momentum for the extra die. His critical success is a 5 or lower.
Ooh,
Which
okay.
would give him 2 successes. You've got to shoot under, what did we say? Reason plus engineering. So you've got to shoot under... Actually, we're going to get reason plus command because you're helping him out that way. So that gives you a 12.
Okay. I'm kind of on the fence about it. We might need it later, but this is kind of the big task. However, we still have to get out of here once we've achieved it.
You hope.
Well, you did say it was the big task, so...
I do believe the GM is plotting our downfall.
Don't they always?
Yes, they do.
I'm just trying to make sure you guys have all the information.
Okay.
But as it stands, we're rolling 3 and we need 4.
Okay, then yeah, use it, man. Use it. I mean, I can help you by re-rolling 1. So if you fail, we've got an extra by using the technical advice.
So, but okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and roll task plus 1 then.
Okay, so you're gonna use the momentum.
Yeah.
Okay. So task plus 1. You have
Ouch.
1. Ooh, so you're 15. So that's 3 successes.
3 successes.
And Mario, go ahead and roll your assist.
I kind of already did.
Oh, what was it? It was 12. What was your? We had you doing reason plus command.
Which was 12.
Which is 12. So you. Oh God, right there on the nose. Okay, so you got a 12. You got that. So you guys have 4 successes. You can't, Mike. You can re-roll that 17.
I'm going to re-roll the 17.
For a possible momentum.
Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and use a point of threat to make your complication. I'm going to bump it down to 18. So 18, 19, or 20 is now a complication.
For 1 point of threat, you get to knock it down 3?
Okay, I'll do it. No, I knock it down 2. But
because it wasn't.
I'll go ahead and use 2 threat if it makes you feel better.
Yes, that does make me feel better.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, 1. Come on, 1. 7, yay!
7.
A lucky 7.
There's a momentum in our...
Okay, so I'll put that in the pool.
And he wasted 2 threats, so... Yeah.
Good.
Okay, so as you're flying around the controls, you see where there's a junction that you're not quite sure about, but you're able to move past it, route around it, and you're able to make the necessary connections. Now all you need to do is turn the power back on.
All right. Well, while that's going on, is there? I mean, I know that I'm doing geological scans and that it all looks normal. Do I know that they're shut in there?
Yes, you do know they're shut in there.
Okay, so I'm now gonna.
You know that we went into this cave. You don't know what we found down here.
No,
Right.
I don't know if you're. Do I know you're trapped?
Yes, you saw the cave in.
Okay, so I'm
And she's having a sandwich.
having a well, yeah, because I stress eat. What can I help?
Okay.
And I stress eat, and bacon always helps, especially
That's
crispy
true.
bacon.
That's true.
So I'm gonna turn my attention now that I think that the tremors are natural.
Okay, so you think
I'm more concerned. I'm more concerned about if I try to do something with this cave in, if it's going to make it worse. If another tremor hits. So I'm scanning and looking at this cave in and stuff. So tricorder out. I'm looking to see if there's a way I can start drilling.
Okay, so one thing while you had your tricorder out, you did notice that the energy signal that brought you guys up here.
Yeah.
It dissipated a little.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, so now we need to turn it back on. And do reason plus engineering. So Dr. Foz is going to go ahead and take the initiative and try and kick the power back on. She has a reason of 11, engineering of 2, so 13. And it's a difficulty 2.
When I assist another character using my command discipline, the character being assisted may reroll 1d20.
Okay, so because you already accomplished a task in this process, you can't assist.
Oh.
And I rolled the wrong die. I need to roll 2. Alright, and so both of those are under. Her hands go across the controls, and the power comes back. You see the towers light up. Energy start popping back and forth between them and into the center console, the center tower. But it all looks a lot more streamlined. It's borderline elegant. The pattern in which the electricity jumps from each tower, it's a blue light, a heavy blue electrical charge that's going from each tower. But instead of like kind of popping around and looking chaotic, it now looks very streamlined, almost if somebody was drawing a straight line between the two towers. Something of this size and this magnitude shouldn't be able to be that precise with what it's doing, but it is. It is precise. It is elegant, and it almost comes off as kind of a light show. Well, that looks like that'll do it. And Terry, on your tricorder, you notice that the power source has ramped back up, but the other thing you notice is the electromagnetic interference that was causing problems has gone away.
Tricorder in hand, sandwich in the other. Huh.
Is she able to hail us now, or are we?
That's hilarious.
What was the question?
Well, the energy was causing interference with scanning and communications and everything else. So, the power dissipated now.
Well, the interference is dissipated.
With the interference out of the way, are you able to?
So, tricorder in hand, sandwich in the other. Sandwich hand touches communicator. Rook to team.
The signal goes through. You guys' comm badges chirps on.
Thonir, yeah. A little bit of static. We are underground.
Mm-hmm. But your comm badges do chirp on, and you hear Commander Gemma Rook's voice asking if you're okay in and around. There's some other kind of unnatural interference that's playing with her voice. It's almost like she's eating something.
We read you, Gemma, not clearly, but
well, hold on.
It's good to hear you, though.
It's good to hear you guys too. I'm trying to find a way through this cave-in to get back down to you. With all the earth tremors right now that we've been having, I wanted to make sure that we weren't going to be making things worse for you guys. I'm just glad to hear you're all breathing. By the way, do you have enough air and everything down there? How is the power seems to have settled out, and what's going on?
Well, there seems to be a large subterranean facility down here. If for more information, you're going to have to ask Max. It seems to control to control the plate tectonics of the planet and handles orbital velocity, which is very strange, mind you, because I don't know where the heck that energy is going.
So you're telling me that you guys are in a big room that's controlling the tremors?
Yes, that would be a good submission. Yes, is submission the correct word? I'm not entirely sure. Summation. Thank you.
Okay. How do we get you out?
Well, we saw a lift on the way back out of the room.
Are you able to reach us with a transporter from this far down, or do we have to go up to the main cavern? And
Now, I'm not necessarily, because when I came out with the tricorder, I actually came out of the shuttle.
Yep.
I'd have to go back into the shuttle to find out.
Yes, you would.
all right. And I think it would probably be better if we went up to the main cavern anyways. Right? Makes logical sense. Being this far down, although we don't know how far down. So are we done here? Or what are we doing?
Well, you have an unconscious doctor. You have two people you're unsure about, and Commander Rook is walking into the. I assume she's walking into the
shuttle
shuttlecraft to check to see if the transporter can reach him.
If it can read anything.
Okay, so you do get into the shuttle, and the transporter can see all life signs down in the cavern.
All right. So the first thing I notice, of course, is that one of those life signs is kind of not necessarily coherent.
He's injured.
A little injured.
Yes, actually, your scans are showing that he's starting to come to.
Oh, okay. Still, as I'm assuming, I'm getting a little notice that we do have an injured party. He's going to be my priority.
Yeah, beam him into the back compartment. Put him in bed.
Directly to sick bay.
Directly to the sick bay. He's going to go right into the cot. Okay, so I'm assuming that we're dealing with my transporter can handle how many people?
One at a time. I would suspect.
One or two?
One at a time.
Okay. So he's going to be our good doctor is going to be my priority. So I'm going to transport that son of a bitch back onto my ship.
Okay, hold on a second. Okay, so you engage the transporter. You guys down in the cave notice he kind of is coming to as he dematerializes. And Terry, make sure and look at your messages.
Doo-ba-doo.
That's what he says when he gets up there.
Oh. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. I kind of help him. Now, I'm assuming that he materializes in the
transporter bay.
In the transporter bay.
He's laying down though.
He's okay, so I got him laid down. I'm hooking him up to the medical thing, making sure that he's pretty stable. I'm sure that he's giving me a little grief. Now, do I know he asks that out loud?
Yes, that's the first thing. Like, you see him feeling around, and that's what he says.
Doc, I don't know where your phaser is. What do you mean? You don't know where your phaser is?
I had it on me when the thing fell.
What thing? What the hell happened down there, Doctor?
It's a long story, Gemma, but I need to know where my phaser's at.
All right. Comm to Thonir. Rook to Thonir.
Can she get to us? Can she?
Yeah,
we were talking.
Working. Okay, because I was feeling like a horror movie plot there. Thonir here.
Doc says he doesn't have his phaser. He's stable, but he's missing his phaser.
At that point, I draw.
What?
That would.
On what?
That at that point, I would draw my phaser. If there's a phaser missing,
He said that he lost it near where something fell. I don't know what happened down there, but that's what's going on.
yeah.
Well, Foz was near where he was, so I'm going to approach Foz and ask him if he has
Her.
if
Her.
she has. Sorry, if she had. It's the name Foz. I think Fozzie Bear. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I asked her if she's seen. I'm not going to be accusatory now.
You can detect a phaser on your tricorder. You can discreetly scan for it. You know.
It'd be kind of tough to be discreet at this point.
And they know I'm not in a good mood. I'm going to ask her straight out. Have you seen Sal's phaser?
No. And she kind of puts her hands up and wiggles them at you, hands completely empty.
Okay. And I don't believe Zan was anywhere near where Sal was, but
everybody was helping Carrot put him into a safe place.
Oh.
So, I'd like to discreetly scan.
Okay.
Because I'm standing next to this guy. I can pretend like I'm scanning the console.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he what do you see, Commander?
Just checking to ensure that everything's that everything's working properly. At which point, Jim, do I?
He takes a slow step backwards. But your scan does not reveal any. You doesn't reveal a phaser on him.
Okay.
All right. Well, we need to find the phaser then. Where did the thing collapse onto onto Sal?
Not that one. That area.
Okay, so I'm gonna go in this area and do a search.
Okay.
Look around.
We'll go ahead and reason plus science.
11.
Because there is so much stuff around it, or there's so much stuff on the ground from the tower you fell. It's going to be a difficulty of 2 because you also have the drone's parts, or the drone kind of split off and it's got its energy dissipating. You've got consoles all around you. You've got 2 felled towers. So it's going to be a difficulty of 2. Reasons and science.
So 12. 11, excuse me.
Oh.
So your scan shows like it. You can't discern it from the interference around all the electromagnetic interference around that particular area. You can't discern if there's a phaser.
All right,
the easy way.
Well, then I'm gonna search the hard way. I'm gonna start moving shit around.
Start moving electrical equipment around.
Well, wait a minute. Why is he way up there?
What?
Oh well.
That's where.
I can't see. I can't. I just can't see.
You can zoom out.
But isn't where the dock fell down in the?
No, that's where they put him.
Where we moved him.
They moved
Oh,
him
thank you. I was all confused. Okay, thanks.
All right. Well, I'm gonna start looking under consoles and moving shit around in order to see if I can find the phaser over here.
Okay.
Can I use technical advice to assist him?
Explain it to me.
If you're looking for a phaser, you need to scan for Nadion emissions.
Okay, but he's put away his tricorder.
Okay, then never mind.
That could have been kind of useful last time, but
Yeah, he grumbles back at you. Thanks. Would have helped a little while ago.
Well, to be fair, he's an engineer. He would know that.
Well,
I would probably just piss him off.
yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So okay.
This is gonna be, because you're throwing stuff around and all that. This is gonna be your fitness, plus your
Engineering.
Describe to me how engineering plays.
Because I'd be able to know, to be able to look into nooks and crannies of things that are, where this phaser might have been kicked into or whatnot. By using my engineering knowledge, I know where some potential hiding spots could be.
Okay, I'll give it to you.
Especially near the robot thingy.
Okay, this is also a difficulty 2.
Okay, so but at least I got.
And before you roll, I'm gonna go ahead and use a point of threat.
Oh,
Knew it.
19 is now your 19 and 20 are now your complications.
Complications.
Nice. Woohoo!
momentum, please.
Okay. So it was difficulty 2. And
My points were 13, by the way.
Yeah. So you should now have. It's supposed to say 3. There we go. Damn. So as you're flying through it, you see the sheen of that kind of gray arc. It teases off as one of the lights was going around. It teases off of it just right. You know that from like the back of your hand. The other thing you'd know clearer would be a hydro spanner. So you see it, you grab it, and you
Hold it above my head. Got it. Secure. The phaser's been secured.
I tell the doc. Did you say this over your comm?
Sure.
Hey,
Phaser's
Doc.
been secured.
Hey, Doc. All's cool. Want a BLT? And then I look down at my thing. All right, who's next?
He replies back, "Have they fixed the bacon thing yet?"
No, a stupid thing is not crispy enough. Like tugging on rubber.
It's been a while, but yeah, I'll go ahead.
I make them BLT. And then I look down at my scanner and then, all right, who's next?
Let's beam out our friend, the scientist that's behind me, the one who's a potential threat.
Wait, okay, gotcha.
Wait. Isn't he prime directive?
He is pre-warp.
And he's already seen someone. He's seen phasers. He's seen someone transport away. Prime Directive is screwed on this.
That's
one.
true. That's true.
But
he thinks we're from another continent.
I mean,
and I don't trust this guy anyways. So I
he also referred to you as Starfleet.
Yeah. So and it's obvious that he knows more about us than he's let on this whole time. So, I would not beam him over unless.
Would you like to maybe
can secure him?
Do you maybe want to take him to the lift and walk him out as opposed now that we've got our injured party out?
So, Jirv is up planet side as well. Who
well
would
then,
beat the
Jirv,
secure?
have Jirv stand by with the phaser. I would suggest.
Yeah, we're not beaming him on board the ship.
And of course, the doctor wouldn't have known any of this, right? Was he unconscious for the whole thing?
He was unconscious for everything that would have been significant there.
Not much of a doctor. You can't be much of a doctor if you're passed out.
When you're out, you're out.
Yeah. Well, I just wanted. I mean, if he was up there, would he have given me a warning as to who not to trust? But if he doesn't know that this guy isn't, okay. So
No. So
that would have to come from you guys. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess I will suggest over the comm that Jirv take necessary precautions if we're going to beam up the two civilians.
Well, I already know. Oh. You know what? Screw you guys. I'm bringing up 5.
Okay. All right, so you see Dr. Foz disappear.
Still, I would suggest Jirv Fark standing by.
She appears on the pad. I point to the front chair. I point to a chair, and I just tell her to sit.
Always were the commanding one, weren't you, R2?
Don't call me that. Just sit.
And she takes her seat. Okay, so now it's just you 3 down in the cave.
We're Starfleet. Civilians go first.
I would normally agree, but that would put Rook at a disadvantage.
All right.
You've got Jirv's up there. Like, you could have him
Okay.
be on watch.
If you want to go up there first, and then he can go, and then I can go. First man in, last man out. It's the duty of an executive officer or captain.
Well, if Jirv is standing by with a phaser, yeah, go ahead. Take him out.
Okay.
All right. I beam up this. Am I beaming up somebody I don't know?
No, you met him briefly.
Okay. So I know that he's...
He's Lormian.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, you don't know all the bullshit that we...
I don't know much about him other than the fact that he's supposed to be pre-warp and I'm transporting him.
Not a good idea.
I look over at Foz and I go, what did you get us into? And I just press the transmit button.
And she turns away. As he materializes on the pad. Jirv looks at him with the phaser, points at him, kind of does the little hand flick thing to point him to the back of the shuttle and towards the seat. Go ahead and sit down. Okay.
All right. And everything's stable down there?
So far, so good.
The quakes have stopped, right?
Quakes have stopped.
Okay, so yeah.
All right. I'm going to, just because I know it's protocol, I'm going to bring in my engineer.
Okay. Mike, you come up without an issue.
Yep.
I just figure if he's going to do what he needs to do, and I immediately turn around and start to beam back Thonir.
Okay, so as you start at Thonir, you look over, and that droid, that security ball thing, pulls itself back together.
Oh, Gemma. You better hurry.
As you fade out, or as you disappear, it goes. The visual of looking at it coming back together, fades from your vision, and the shuttlecraft comes into focus.
Oh, that was close.
What happened?
The automated defense drones that were down there started to reactivate.
Do we have to worry about them doing anything that you guys just fixed?
No. I don't think so. They're there to protect the place.
I look over at Foz. Do we have to worry about them doing anything they just fixed?
Your guess is as good as mine, R2.
I think the one that we should be asking that question to, directing that question to, is Zan.
Yeah.
Who the hell are you?
My name is Zand.
Oh, Con!
Oh, poor Jackson. I think we could leave it there, Jim.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's-
exactly. I was gonna say, we're gonna go ahead and with that thought, we're gonna fade to black as everybody is recovered.
That was awesome.
All right. And unfortunately, I really can't